I started off with cross country and a few fun runs like city to bay, and basically found that the further I ran, the more comfortable I felt. And I guess I realised a few years ago that the marathon was probably going to be my preferred event. I didn't necessarily plan to do one this year, but there were a few signs last year that basically the marathon would be my ultimate distance, and I decided to up the training a bit and have a go this year with the hope of qualifying for London, and went out in March and absolutely loved the race. And as I thought, the further the distance, the more comfortable I'd feel with that pace and the rhythm, and I'm really glad I found the event now, actually. I loved it. Well, I travelled over to Japan with my coach, and obviously being a totally new event, I was nervous, but at the same time that sort of took the pressure off because I was going into something unknown and had the chance to just go in there and have a go without any expectations. So I knew what pace I wanted to run at, and with Garmin watches these days you can sort of keep an eye on your kilometre split. So once I was in that rhythm and the race started, I felt comfortable, and I mean, there were 42 kilometres, the streets were lined with people cheering, and that was a pretty unreal, surreal environment to be running in. So whilst I was focused, I was sort of soaking up the atmosphere around me. You're really depleting your energy stores in a race like the marathon, so quite commonly at sort of 35 kilometres people will hit this feeling of total exhaustion, and their legs go heavy and whatnot. But I think with the more experienced marathoners, or if you get it right, you actually take your carbohydrate gels and drinks at the right times to avoid that moment. So I have to admit, coming up to 35 kilometres, the wall for me was that my calves felt shot. Like I felt like I was tearing my calf muscles. It wasn't a mental thing where I just wanted to stop and pull out. It was more, I just had to really concentrate on getting one foot in front of the other because my calves were really seizing up. I just kept on going, and I didn't know if I was on pace at that point. My coach, with about 5 Ks to go, was on the sidelines and yelled out, "You're killing it, like you're on pace," and that bit of adrenaline just fueled me for the final bit of the race. And I guess the mental side of things took over, and just getting one leg in front of the other. And then when I actually finished the race, I felt all right and stopped and was chatting, and then went to walk again, and that's when I really felt it. My goals are really just to get the training done, and I guess get a personal best over there, and really just feel a part of the team over there. I'm really looking forward to that aspect. I'd like to see this as a building block for Rio. I mean, obviously I'd love to get a good performance on the board, get a personal best, and do the best for Australia as I possibly can, with Rio being the long-term goal for me, and this will hopefully be a really important stepping stone towards that big goal. So.